the nominating committee of the Board of Directors of the Cook County Health and Hospital System. Appreciate everybody being here today. We have a pretty quick agenda, I think. So let's do roll call, Deb?
Yes. So,
Okay.
and I'm going to call roll call by the name of the organization, and if the rep can state their name at that time. Association of Community Safety Net Hospitals.
Good afternoon, Marcia Jimenez.
Thank you. Chicago Department of Public Health.
Hi, Jen Vitus.
Chicago Federation of Labor.
Andrew Kluger here.
Chicago Medical Society.
Peter Orris.
Chicago Urban League. I'll circle back. Civic Committee of the Commercial Club of Chicago.
And I'm written here.
Thank you. Civic Federation of Chicago.
Lawrence Massal here.
Cook County Physicians Association.
Audrey Tanksley, I'm here.
Thank you. Health and Medicine Policy Research Group.
Archie Shaps.
Healthcare Financial Management Association.
Fred Lebed, present.
Illinois Public Health Association.
Sue Avila, present.
Illinois Health and Hospital Association. And I'm going to circle back. Chicago Urban League. Ms. Freeman Wilson, are you present? And one more time, Illinois Health and Hospital Association, Dave Gross, are you with us? Madam Chair, you have a quorum.
Okay, terrific. Thanks everybody for making the time for this meeting. And seems like pretty much everybody's pretty well right now, getting over COVID a lot, but nice to see everyone. Debbie, do we have any written or public testimony at this
Nope.
meeting?
We did not. Any.
Okay, so let's just talk through the nominating process of what's left. So originally there were 4 vacancies. We met earlier in the summer. We gave 12 names to the president. So Dr. Jay Bott was approved last week to replace Mary Guggenheim at the Cook County Board. Oops, sorry about that. And Dr. Sam Robinson is replacing David Munar. He's awaiting consideration, and that's currently in the board committee for consideration. So I don't know if there's anything else to say about that, Deb. Do you know when they're meeting or?
My assumption is that it will be sometime before their next board meeting. And Lynn, Tim, can you help me? I think it's October 20th is the next county board meeting.
Yeah, the 20th is the next board meeting, and it'll probably be like that.
The day
Tuesday or
before.
Wednesday.
So yeah, okay.
Okay, so our assumption is that Dr. Robinson will be approved at that meeting, barring some unforeseen something. So per the letter from the president that was dated 9/13/22, there's 2 vacancies that remain. So it's Pendergrast, her term is up in December, and Ketting, his term is up in January. So the president has requested 6 additional names from us within 45 days. So by 10/28. That's our deadline. So we have a month from today. So any questions about that? We can talk about timeline, work ourselves backwards from the 28th, but any questions for the moment?
Yeah, just a quick one. And sorry if I missed this in the communication so far. So the 2 board positions for which we are generating nominees, are the incumbents leaving the board? Have they indicated an interest in being re-upped? Do we know?
I thought Ketting, we submitted his name this last time to the president, and I thought he wanted to be reappointed.
He does, as far as I know. So we will submit his name again. I think Pendergrast did not want to be considered for another term.
Not from my discussion with her. She's in charge of a new big project across the street, U of I. So.
Yeah, and I had a recent meeting with Mr. Ketting, and my understanding was he was, I don't want to misspeak, but I can double check. I think he's interested. I'm not sure if a decision is made about whether his acceptability to, the administration.
Right,
But
but
now I'm confused because I think, I think he would like to continue on, but maybe it's been conveyed to him that, I don't know. So I need to double check. I apologize.
no, that's okay, Lawrence, thank you. I think we did submit his name, right, last time?
Yeah, we
So-
did. His name
Right.
was submitted the last time.
Yeah, so clearly she didn't pick him as one of her people, so I don't know if she has had any other communications with him. But that, my understanding, Lawrence, is he's interested, but it'd be great if you would confirm that before this group meets again.
Yeah, and I guess I have that question then. She picked 2 people, right, out of the 10 or 11 that what happens to those other people? Are those then turned back to us, or are they still pending, or is it not, they're in the ether?
Good question.
Or do we have to nominate them again for them to be reconsidered? Okay.
I think we would have to renominate them.
Could we
I think
get
that's right.
clarification?
Yeah.
But I also thought that they were not selected for, I'm trying to remember the language that was used. They were conflicts or extenuating circumstances.
I do have the letter up on my computer. If you'd like, I can read that particular paragraph. It
Yeah.
says, due to potential conflicts and other extenuating circumstances, I will not be moving forward with selecting any of the additional nominees forwarded by the nominating committee.
Well, that could be just anything, but that's good to know.
That's sort of sweeping.
Yeah,
Very, very much so.
People she swept away and stuff.
well, so I think therein lies, we shouldn't submit Mike Kedding's name again.
Right, correct.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty clear.
I think we could find out if she even interviewed him.
Can somebody have an informal conversation, just so we have some more information, rather than reading the tea leaves between these letters and stuff? So we
Yeah.
know where to go.
I don't know. We do have that conversation besides the president.
I'm willing to have a conversation with her.
Okay.
Good.
I do know that somebody that I had recommended, she did talk to him. So I don't know if she talked to everybody else, but I do know that for whatever reason, she didn't choose him, but
Same with our candidate.
I believe, and this is just opinion, but I believe that she's met with everyone. At least I was told that. Now, whether that was her intention, so whether she actually did or not, that part I don't know.
Well, she definitely met with everyone that's ever appointed, right? So
Yes,
when she
yes.
Mike Kedding, and there's been plenty of meetings since then. When she first appointed him, she met with them. Whether she felt the need to meet with them if she wasn't had decided for whatever reason he was not eligible, then that's what. But I think that still leaves us with a lot of different candidates that we don't know if, and maybe you could just get that she's not interested in these candidates. Great. She picked, but she might be or never will be. That would be the question, I guess.
Right, and this was Jay's 3rd time. So I don't think we should be discouraged. We should find out. I agree completely.
do you, the way I hear Debbie, that paragraph, the way I hear that paragraph is, I'm not gonna consider these other 6 names.
Yeah, I agree.
I
Yeah.
do too.
I mean, I'm happy to have the conversation with her, and I will let you all know if I hear anything otherwise. But I think we should operate under the assumption that we need to come up with 6 names to give her.
Open.
I know it took Jay a few times, but I don't think in the previous times I think there was overflow. There was no just rejection of all the candidates.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's right, Andrea. So are you all okay with proceeding as though we need 6 names, unless you hear back from me that it's otherwise? And Debbie had sent out an email. I don't know if everybody had a chance to see it or respond to it, but with some potential dates for us to meet. And you want to go over those, Debbie?
Sure. So with the 45-day deadline being October 28th, we were looking at 3 potential options. And I apologize, the poll went out earlier today, so, it's not a lot of time to respond by now, but one of the options was Friday, October 21st at 3 p.m., Monday, October 24th at 3 p.m., or Tuesday, October 25th at 11 a.m. In the past, we have kind of had a little bit of a cushion in a chance that we might need an extra day for deliberations before the deadline. We haven't really had to do that anytime recently. So depending on what the committee wants to do, if more time would be needed where you'd want to look, closer to the date of the 28th, that's up to you. I'm happy to resend the poll if that's what the chair wants to do in the committee. So just let me know.
I know, Marcella, you had sent an email to the group, I think, saying that the 21st, that you wanted more time than less. And I think everybody, based on the last experience, I think we all need more time is better to get out there and talk to people and try and recruit some folks. So I would suggest that we look at either the 24th or the 25th. I don't think we want to be up against the 28th. If we meet on the 25th, it does give us a little bit of a cushion. We've got 2 days. So
I'd like, yeah, the 24th is the only date of those 3 that work for me. And I wonder if we could hold the 24th, we would, if it works for everybody else, the 24th, and also then hold the 28th, right? So that we have, in case we need an overflow, we'll have to do it that day. And I think that's the only, in order to give people enough time, that's my.
any thoughts?
Yeah,
about
I think we haven't given ourselves enough time the last round. I felt very frustrated because people need time to consider what the obligation is too.
So does this feel like an okay amount of time to you if we went with the 24th with Lawrence's recommendation? We go with the 24th, have the 28th as a backup.
We needed to pick a time on the 28th, though.
Yeah.
I mean, and I would suggest maybe 2 o'clock on the 28th, even though it's getting toward the end of the period, but thread of hanging will concentrate the mind, Samuel Johnson said.
Well, what if we hold all of us right now, Debbie, and just got this done to see if
I agree.
yeah.
Does the
Let's do
24th
it.
work?
Just
24th
do
at
it.
3 p.m. Let's do
24th
that
works for
first.
Fred.
Well, let's go through.
I'll go through it. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just
Debbie,
announce it.
you
The
call on us.
24th doesn't work for someone?
So
The 24th wasn't good, but I can try to make it. The 24th at, you said 3 or 2 p.m.?
At 3 p.m.
Okay.
I'm out of town, but could probably make it if we're still virtual.
Yeah.
Let's agree to be virtual.
Okay.
24th works for me.
Is there anybody that it doesn't work for? Perfect. Okay, we're set. Debbie, 24th. Okay, as our backup, the 28th at 2 p.m. Is there anybody for whom that will not work?
Madam Chair, there's only one small issue. We've got our CCH board meeting that morning.
Yeah.
And if they don't end around 12-ish, that's when it starts getting a little tight. Would 2:30 be amenable?
Fine with me. Is 2:30 okay with it? Is 2:30 not okay with anybody? Okay, it's unanimous. Debbie, can you send us a note telling everybody this? Or just confirming? And we need to make a decision about how many names each of us will try to recruit.
I would not suggest that we have 2 openings, a maximum of 2 people should be, but you know, we're gonna struggle to come up. We've been struggling.
That's right.
So if you can come up with 2 great names, great, but no more than that.
We'll be lucky if we come up with 2 from each of us.
We don't need a max, we need a min.
Yeah. Well, on the min front, everybody try to get 1 person if you can, and max 2 people.
Although, yeah, everybody try their best, but if you put some, for whatever reason, confident, aiming that you're not confident in, right? Because then we go to figure out you're not. And
Lawrence, you're coming in and out at your voice.
so sorry. I don't think we should put undue pressure on people if they don't come up with. So I might come up with 2 people next week that I think are great, and then I spend 2 weeks selling them on the job, and then they end up no, or they say I work at county hospital or something that I missed in their application. I could guess I'm just saying everybody do the best they can, but don't feel.
Yeah, that makes
know.
a lot of sense. Everybody okay with that? No more than 2 names per person.
Okay.
You have
Okay,
more than 2 friends you want to punish. We should look into the rest. Is this on the public? Is this a public meeting? Whoops.
yes. And Debbie, when do you need, working backwards, when do you need the names?
So if the meeting's on the 24th, when do you want the materials? If it's a Monday, do you want it by Friday end of business so you have the weekend? Do you want it sooner than that?
I think we should aim for at least 1 business day ahead of time. So the Thursday or the Monday morning meeting would seem reasonable.
So if I were to say materials to me by, oh, you want it, well, if you had Thursday end of business and I turned it around and got it back to you Friday morning at 9, how's that?
Fine.
That'd be fine.
That'd be great. That'd be
Fine.
great.
So how much time do you need, Debbie? Do you need it by Tuesday or Wednesday?
No, if you send it to me by Thursday, end of business, I'll turn it around for Friday morning. They don't all come at the last minute. They come in spurts, so it's easy to do.
So which Thursday is this that the
The 20th.
20th.
Thursday, the
20th.
The Thursday, the 20th, right?
yes.
Right, the 20th.
Yeah, so that's 3 weeks from tomorrow. So we have our work cut out for us.
You know, I'm surprised, but I don't know if are we limited to people living or working in the county or in the state? What's our limitations on this? I forgot.
I think we have asked this question of the president before, and that although the statute may not be clear, it is clearly the preference of the president that the people live in Cook County, be residents, voters of Cook County.
Okay. Any other business, other questions?
Yeah, I want to just make sure we have an understanding about the profile of the person or persons that the president may be looking for. I think somewhere in there was an interest in someone with a nursing background. Is that right? And is there anything else we ought to be looking for?
I don't think there was other guidance.
I just said nursing.
Yeah. And how many
Was
members of the board are female identifying?
Once Director Prendergast leaves the board in December, that leaves Dr. Karen Kim. If you'd like, I can reflect on my screen the letter if you want to be able to take a look at that. Would you like me to?
Sure.
So it's right in this area. I don't know if you need me to.
Well, Sue Avila, you know, I think this has your name on it.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Just saying.
Yeah, really.
Okay.
So nominated.
Yeah, but Jen, I'm glad you asked that. I mean, having only one female identified person, that's real. That's worth thinking about as you're doing a recruitment.
You know, there was a board meeting this morning of the Institute of Medicine for Chicago.
Yeah.
And they were not put on this committee initially, while they certainly could have been. It's a place where there are a number of people that might be willing to serve, and there are nurses and there are representation from local health centers, etc. So perhaps the chair or somebody could reach out for suggestions there. I don't know.
So, Peter, who would I reach out to? I don't even know who's leading it.
The guy, the CEO for Ant.
Oh,
what's
Aunt
her name?
Martha's. Oh,
Raul Garza.
Yeah, Garza is
Oh.
now the president. I guess he would be the guy to reach
he's
out.
he's also on the board of Quick
Right,
Rounds.
Yeah.
He's on the health
He's on
system.
he's a director in the health system.
Yeah.
I advocated for him 2 years ago. That's why I know a little bit about him.
So that he may be a soft touch to try to find somebody else in that area or a good person for suggestions.
Mhm.
It just occurs to me,
I'll reach out to him.
and I will give a call over to the dean of the School of Public Health, because we haven't the last couple of times in an organized way reached out to him for suggestions. So,
All right, do you want to take him, Peter?
yeah, I'll give him a buzz. I'll send him an email. Yeah. Okay.
Jen, you look like you're about to say something. Can't hear
You're on
you.
mute. You're on mute, Jen.
Sorry, I'm Googling while we're talking, because I talked to my commissioner about this the other day and she has an idea about someone, but we have not approached her and looks like she's just retired actually from UIC.
That's excellent.
And right. And yeah, was a member of the faculty and it's a doctorate in nursing and all kinds of other nice credentials. So I'll let you know.
Oh, good.
Okay. That's great. Well, this is a better start than we often have of just some good ideas. Okay, any other business? We have a schedule. We have our marching orders. Okay. End of business day on October 20th. Names to Debbie.
Great.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Right.
everybody.
Do you have that letter, Debbie, the standard thing about what was done a few times ago about what we expect of a director or what they have to sign on to?
Yes, I can send that. I will send the updated matrix of candidates previously considered, along with a summary of what a reminder of what was decided at the meeting today. Anything else that I'm missing?
Debbie, we can either do it now or later. I asked for an opinion. My candidate, we're at the deadline for the 11th hour and we had to get the names in there and I asked for a legal opinion. Maybe can you also include that in the package that you're sending the nominating committee?
Yes.
Because I haven't talked to my candidate, but I plan to after this. So because she is a nurse and all the criteria, and we kind of vetted her. But if you could send that legal opinion, that'd be great.
Will do.
Hey, any other business? Thank you all. Stay healthy.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks. Bye-bye now.